Hey everybody, how you doing? John here. You're watching In the Loop Travel, and while we can't get on a plane and go across the ocean these days, we can get on a bike and head across town. I'm going to take a ride and show you a historically significant place in my neighborhood. Let's go. Located just outside Trenton, New Jersey is Washington Crossing State Park. It is a park that commemorates an area, a region where General Washington made his famous crossing of the Delaware River in 1776 and fought some decisive battles in the Revolutionary War. We'll come back and look at this park in a little bit, but first I want to take you across the Delaware River to the Pennsylvania side and look at some of the famous sites along the way that lead you back here. So this is the Washington Crossing Bridge over the Delaware River, and you can see it's an old steel span, very narrow. It's a tight squeeze for two vehicles to pass each other in it. And safe to walk across. So we'll head to the other side now and check out that museum. This rock right here commemorates the spot where Washington and his troops started their crossing of the Delaware River on or about this spot on Christmas night 1776, and it sits right outside the museum. Also over here on the Pennsylvania side, adjacent to the museum area, is a huge park. It goes for many acres and it has all sorts of picnic areas, great for outdoor activities here. You can see it's just a small free museum. It's got a lot of displays and artifacts commemorating the operation to go across and win the battles of Trenton and Princeton and change the course of history for this nation. So these are replicas of the Durham boats that the Continental Army used that night to go across, loaded up with equipment, artillery, and all the men to go do the crossing. You can see the property here is filled with a bunch of buildings they've located in this area. It makes a great little display. They do some reenactments throughout the summer when things are open and it's the height of tourist season. You'll have people sort of telling stories of what it was like to live in the community here as they made preparations to go across and launch their attack and go to battle, and happen right here on the banks. Now we'll go back across ourselves and check out a little bit of the path that they made towards town, and that is on the land that is a Washington Crossing State Park over there in New Jersey. And this would have been the spot where they landed, or hereabouts. Now let's make our way across the canal and over to the park. It's a beautiful sprawling park area with about 3,600 acres all around. It goes on for miles and miles. There's people come to hike or picnics, just lay out, enjoy the space, and there's different little scenic points of interest around, and you could see interesting trees and vegetation. We've seen woodpeckers, blue jays, cardinals, all kinds of birds in here as well. It's just a nice space to come visit. This is Continental Lane, which cuts right through the park for quite a distance, and it marks a route through the forest that Washington and his troops, the Continental Army, took as they came across the Delaware and made their way toward Trenton. So there's a quick look around one of the coolest parks that is located where I live. Let's head back down to the canal and check out one of my favorite recreation spaces. This here is the Delaware Raritan River Canal towpath, and it's a great little recreational park area. It goes for miles and miles in each direction along the canal here, the Delaware River Canal system, and we are on the New Jersey side, and on the other side there is a path for Pennsylvania. You see plenty of people biking, running, walking along here. There's plenty of birds. We've seen too many geese, a lot of turtles in the canal, People fish here, have picnics. We've seen a lot of deer. And you have a park course fit circuit here along the way as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get some pull-ups in, finish my ride, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.